Chris Cuomo was fired from CNN after they learned of an alleged sex attack during an office lunch, according to a report. So Chris Cuomo allegedly attacked a female ABC News temp worker when she denied his proposition for sex during a lunch in his office, it was revealed on Tuesday. The accusation was made to CNN lawyers in December, hours after Cuomo was suspended for advising his brother, then Governor Andrew Cuomo, how to dodge his own sexual harassment accusations, according to the New York Times. The CNN host was fired days later. The unnamed accuser had come forward after Chris Cuomo was suspended from the network on November 30th for helping Governor Cuomo try to beat back the multiple allegations that ultimately ended his political career. Jane Doe had long been disgusted by the similarities between the Democrats' accuser's plight and her own, employer lawyer Deborah Katz reportedly said. Chris Cuomo, 51, had invited the young worker to his office for lunch on the pretext of giving her advice on obtaining full-time employment at the network in 2011, according to the report. When the woman arrived, there was no food, and the anchor badgered her for sex, the letter sent to CNN lawyers on December 1st reportedly said. When she declined his advance, he reportedly attacked her, the letter alleged. 5 years later, as #MeToo accusations surrounded news anchors like Charlie Rose and Matt Lauer, Chris Cuomo contacted his accuser to do a flattering piece about her then employer, according to the article. His outreach was an attempt to test the waters and discourage her from going on the record about his sexual misconduct, Katz reportedly wrote. Multiple friends and former co-workers said the accuser had told them Cuomo made unwanted passes at her, according to the paper. So in an interview with the paper, the accuser says she was haunted by the parallels between her experience with Chris Cuomo and the accusers of the former governor, and soon hired a lawyer. The woman was deeply traumatized and would remain anonymous so as not to become a pawn in an what is that? Internecine war between Jeff Zucker, Chris Cuomo, and CNN. Katz reportedly wrote in the letter to CNN, which led to the swift dismissal of the anchor. So here's the thing. When it comes down to it, it all depends on probably if she's willing to testify, because if she's willing to testify against Chris Cuomo to end up becoming, basically solidifying CNN's case against Chris Cuomo, then Chris will probably not get any of the money that he's trying to get. Because the main reason why Chris is going so hard against CNN is because, to be frank, he probably really wants the money from the contract, and that's basically about it. Or he thinks that because they knew how corrupt he was and how corrupt he was acting and just doing his daily thing, trying to like help out his brother, that he shouldn't have been fired because the higher ups above him were basically doing the exact same thing. So it'd be pretty interesting to see what happens. The main thing to understand about this is that the longer that this stuff goes on, it's really going to come down to who has more dirt on the other, right? Does Chris Cuomo have more dirt against CNN, or does CNN have more dirt against Chris Cuomo? It'd be pretty fascinating to find out.